Happy to have him. I worked with him before at University of Pacific when he was our secondary coach there, and a great person, family man, but an excellent football coach. Very intelligent, very sound fundamentally, technique. He teaches tackling better than anybody I've ever been around. And he breaks it down from step one all the way through. But I think he's made a great transition. I know that his family really likes it here. They're happy with the school system in Auburn, and his wife's happy. And when the wife and family's happy, the guy's usually happy. But I think the kids have bought into him. No, I don't think. I know they bought into him, and I think the more you all get to know him, the more you're going to like him too. And he's just a solid person.
At Pacific, I guess you were both relatively new in the business.
Well, I'm the oldest one here now, so I'm even older than Coach Tuberville, so that's old. No, I'm just kidding, but he was a young coach. I think that was his first full-time job. I'd been at Montana State before, but we were all pretty new. I was a co-coordinator with Steve Caldwell at Tennessee, who's at Tennessee now. Paul came in and coached our secondary and did a great job. And I knew right then he had a lot of good upside to him that he would end up in a big-time position like he is now. And he's going to be hard to keep, too, because he's got head coach written all over him.
How different is what you guys are doing now than a year ago?
Not much. The fundamentals are all the same. The technique's basically the same. I think we've simplified some things. I think the kids have understood it a lot more, and just feel good about what we're doing. And I know that the kids are getting more and more comfortable every day. You can see it in their, making it and make the calls, make the decisions, make the right checks, get us in the right defense. Coach Wills has done an excellent job with our linebackers. They've gotten so much more confident, even since the spring. You can just see it, a lot of confidence.
Zach Clayton, is he sort of putting everything together this camp?
He has so far. He's the thing we talked to him about. Number one, he got gassed a lot last year. If you remember in spring even, he would go 3 or 4 plays hard, which that's the only way he knows, and that's what we want. And then he would just be gassed. He would suffer with his fundamentals when he got tired. But I have not seen that this fall. And another thing we talked about is improving his hands. Fitting his hands. He would get lazy with his hands and use more of a forearm type deal. And you can't get off blocks if you don't use your hands. And he's improved that. He's improved his pass rush, especially one-on-one pass rush. Now we got to get him to take the drill to the field. That's what we talked about this morning in meetings. Sometimes when we get back in the game situation, he doesn't transfer what he does over there, one-on-one pass rush with the great, flipping the hips and pulling into what he needs to do in the game. But that's experience. That's because he hasn't played a lot.
His pass rush ability, do you see him possibly helping you guys out a little bit more in that area this year?
I hope so. Yes, I do. Hopefully. Right now, he's probably our 4th best in the rotation. That includes the ends too. So, they're pretty special out there on the corners. So
4th best pass rusher?
Probably, yes, sir.
Coach, do you anticipate? I guess the only one would be Likes. Do you anticipate playing any young guys?
I don't think we will. Hope not. I'd love to redshirt him because he's got a lot of potential, and he's just a little bit lost right now, like most of the freshmen are. But you never know. 1 or 2 injuries away, so we won't make that decision probably till 3rd or 4th game.